Booktube, it's Jackie. How's it going? If you're new to me, it's the first time you're seeing my face. Hello, what's up? My name is Jackie. I sit on my floor and I talk about books. So I hope that's why you're here, because that's what's going to be happening today. If you are not new to me, thank you for always tuning in. The continued support, I really do appreciate it. So today for you, I have a tag video. This is the end of the year book tag. You've seen it all over Booktube, and I decided to jump on the bandwagon and take part in it. So without further ado, grab yourself a drink, have yourself a seat, and let's get answering these end of the year bookish questions. Okay, so there are 6 questions, and the first question that I have is, any books you started this year that you need to finish? Yes, I do. I DNF'd 1 book this year, and I am not planning on picking it up in this year, so I'm not including this, but there are 2 books, bind-ups actually, that I started that I would like to complete so I can actually say I read the entirety of the said book or volume, and the first one is The Warhammer Chronicles, the first omnibus of Gotrek and Felix by William King. I read the first 2 installments in this earlier this year, and so I still have left to read is Demon Slayer, which is this installment right here. My husband would really like me to finish this book. He constantly brings it up, like all the time. So he really wants me to finish it. So I'll hopefully maybe get to it. I don't know. It's Scottish Dwarves. It's Scottish Dwarves. I shouldn't have a problem with this, but I just can't bring myself to get into it right now. I mean, those rat people, fucking Skaven. Just bad taste in my mouth. Can't, nope. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And the next book is The Chronicles of Narnia. I read the first 2 installments in this bind-up earlier this year. I read The Magician's Nephew and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I would like to finish the rest of it. So that is actually like 5 more books, but they're super short because this is the entirety of the series. So maybe I'll get back into it, because Chronicles of Narnia have always given me kind of like a Christmassy vibe anyway. So with the holiday season coming up, maybe I'll jump back into it. Who knows? But yeah, those are 2 books that I would like to finish that I have started this year. So the next question. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? I do have autumnal books, but I don't plan on reading them. There is one book, however, that is like seasonally transitioning up into the coming season that's coming up, and that is A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. This is the novella included within the ACOTAR series, and I am reading all of Sarah J. Maas's published works in publication order for the SJM read-along, hosted by Jen over the Book Refuge, and I'll link her down below. And this actually's installment for November is this one. So I will be reading this actually very, very soon. And since it does kind of give a winter solstice, Christmassy vibe, I feel like this kind of answers the question. It's not autumnal, but it is like a holiday sort of transition. So it's going to get me ready for the upcoming holidays. So it's my answer to the tag. I'm just going to go with it. It works. So this is my transitional book, and I will be reading it very, very soon, actually. So I'm very excited about that. And there will be a vlog for it up. So when that does go up, I will link it up here so you guys can check it out. The third question, is there still a new release you are waiting for? Yes, there is. December 20th of this year, what is it called exactly? A Queen of Myth and Monsters by Scarlett St. Clair. Looks like this will be releasing. This is the second installment to the Adrienne Isolde series that she has started. The first installment being A King of Battle and Blood that I just recently read. It was 4 stars. I had a great time with it, and I definitely want to continue on with the series. So this will be releasing December 20th, which is actually my husband's birthday. So easy to remember. But yes, I plan on still picking this one up for sure. All right, the fourth question. 3 books you still want to read by the end of the year. There's a lot of books that I still want to read by the end of the year. I mean, I have a must read by the end of 2022 TBR. I will link that video down below. I would love to read any of those books on there, but none of those books right now am I actually feeling. In the moment of making this tag, when I was looking at it, I'm like, none of those do I feel like reading right now. This is what I feel like reading. So the first book I would really like to complete by the end of the year is Carnal Urges by J.T. Geisinger. This is the second installment to the, I can't remember what the series is called. Monsters, something, Monsters series. I'll write it here because I completely just blanked on the name of the series, but this is the second installment to it. And I read the first one, Ruthless Creatures, for the Mafia Romance Readathon, hosted again by the Jen over at the Book Refuge. And I had a great time with it, and I've been wanting to get back into the series. So I'd really like to read this one. And just because, like, look at that cover. So pretty. So pretty. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm excited. I would really like to read this one by the end of the year for sure. Another book kind of along those same lines, I picked up the first installment during the same Mafia Romance Readathon, and that was Sophie Lark. I would really like to read Stolen Heir, which is the sequel to the Brutal Prince series, or the Brutal Birthright series. Brutal Prince was the first installment, and I actually have 2 copies of this. I have the mail cover, and then I have the new graphic edition that came out. So I'd really like to pick this one up just because I like to get back into this world. I had such a good time with Brutal Prince. Oh my God, it was awesome. And I have a feeling this is going to be just as good. So I really like to pick up that one as well. But the one that I for sure know that I'm going to be picking up before the end of the year and is like the #1 of these 3 is Sarah J. Maas's Kingdom of Ash. This is, again, reading for the SJM read-along. This is the final installment of the Throne of Glass series, and its assignment month is actually partially November and into December, so we kind of skip the holidays. So I will be definitely completing this before the end of the year, completing the entire Throne of the Glass series this year. I cannot believe I will actually say that before December 31st, that I will have completed Sarah J. Maas's Throne of Glass series, a series that I never thought in a million years I'd read until this read-along came along, and I have just loved every heartbreaking, blood-drenched, pissed off, teasing fucking second of this series, and I am so pumped for this installment. I am so pumped for it, but I have heard disastrous things about it. I have heard that this is going to brutalize me. So, yeah, great for the holiday season, right? So, yeah, those are the 3 books that I'd really like to get to before the end of the year, but for sure I will be hitting Kingdom of Ash. That is definitely the #1 of that list. Number 5, is there a book that you could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? This one. Because it is a series culmination. As of right now, this is the final installment to the Throne of Glass series. And I feel like every installment has just gotten better and better and better. And Tower of Dawn rocked my socks. I just had a great time with that one. And I have a feeling that this one, everyone's going to come back together. The entire Puppy Palace is going to be back together. And I feel like this one could rock my socks. Now, my favorite book of the year right now is going to be hard to beat, but it is only the first installment in a series. This is the final installment, so you do have that layer going into it, that I have all this previous build up to make this book as excellent as I hope and pray that it's going to be. So this one definitely might take the cake. I don't know. But I do know that I am pumped and scared and weary and timid and excited and adrenalized and numb all at the same time. All the feelers are going into this book, all of it. So it'll be very, very nerve-wracking. And I will be doing a vlog for this one as well. So when it goes up, I will link it up here for you guys so you can check it out. And the last question, have you started making reading plans for the next year? Hell yes. Yes, I have. I have a lot of ideas because at the start of the year will be my year anniversary to be back on YouTube. And now that I've had kind of like a year under my belt, I have an idea of what I want to do. I have a better idea of a schedule that I want to implement and different things that I want to bring to the table. And I have some really fun ideas, and I'm hoping to maybe do some collaborations on some series there are some talks of some, and then I have an idea for one that I still need to reach out to a few people on to see if they want to maybe jump on this bandwagon with me. So yeah, I'm excited. The plans I have are just kind of coming forth. They're all being kept in this little notebook and kind of under lock and key, and my husband's been helping me out. And yes, so definitely making plans for next year, already making them, and I haven't even completed the ones I have now. So yeah, it's the way of the beast, guys. That's how it is. But that is my end of the year book tag. That's what I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what 3 books you still would like to read by the end of this year. If you don't plan on doing this tag, at least let me know that. I would love to know what you want to finish and accomplish by the end of the year. And I will see you guys all soon with another video. Bye, guys.